Purpose.
Hello wenzangu, ninawakaribisha hapa kwa UBC TV. Asanteni kwa kutazama. Hii ni programu yenyu Youth of Purpose, program ya vijana wote. Asanteni kwa kutazama. Jina langu ni Ivan Tumukunde, and today we are coming to you from here in Chebando. We are going to be speaking some little bit of Kiswahili. As you understand that the East African community has Kiswahili as its official language. Today we're going to be looking at how a group of young people are conserving the environment through making charcoal briquettes using organic materials and also using charcoal dust. We want to understand how they are transforming their lives to earn a living but also conserve the environment. And I have one of their leaders to be able to speak to us and make us understand this kind of business that you as a young person can venture into to make a living. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Youth of Purpose.
Thank you.
Habari zako? You don't know Kiswahili?
Yeah.
Naona exactly. Kijana huwa hajui Kiswahili. We need to be able to learn Kiswahili. I hope you understand that Kiswahili has been made the official language of the East African community.
Yes.
So for people who are doing business like you, if you're to interact with people from different other East African countries, you need to be able to learn Kiswahili the same way you learned English.
I'll work on it.
Okay, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So tell me about yourself and your organization.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm called Chimba Amon from Sour World, and I head a youth organization called Youth Empowerment and Support Organization. We're a youth group, and we do briquettes mainly.
Amazing. So,
Yes.
Chiyimba, tell us, how have you been able to bring up all those young people? I understand you're a youth organization, a
Yes.
CBO.
Yes.
So how have you managed to be able to bring together these kind of young people and make them appreciate your idea and be able to do what you're doing here?
Okay. Of course, it was 2014
Okay.
when we came up with this organization. We were a youth group, like we were like 7 of us, who are friends, as in friends.
Oh, you used your friends?
Yes, a circle of friends.
Living in the same community?
Living in the same community.
Okay.
So we used to collect garbage within the community,
Okay.
and put it to the KCC trucks, they
Yes.
take it. So one day, one of our friends suggested that, what can we do in this garbage instead of what? Dumping it to KCCA.
Yes.
So we came up with an idea, briquette making. So we went to internet and we learned about it. So
You just learned it from internet?
Yeah, from internet.
As other young people are just wasting their data on WhatsApp and stuff, for you, you're
Yes.
learning.
Yeah, we learned it from internet, and we looked around the organization concerning environment, and of course we consulted them, and they took us for trainings.
Okay.
About
That's our
briquette.
world.
That is our world. Yes.
Okay.
Then after that, we started making briquettes on a small scale. Yes, we started by using hands,
Okay.
but now we use machines.
Amazing.
Yes.
What does someone need to start doing this business of charcoal briquettes?
Okay. What you need is you need space, first of all, where you're going to operate from. Second, when you're starting up, when you have space, you are good to go, because these other materials, they are locally available
Yes.
to you.
The garbage that they throw away
yes.
at home.
You can get garbage.
What exact kind of garbage do you use?
We use agricultural waste, organic waste.
Okay.
There's garbage from the garden,
Okay.
like banana peels, cassava peels, maize husks.
Okay.
All of them.
Can coffee husks also work?
Yes.
Okay.
Anything from the garden.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing. So as far as protecting the environment is concerned, how much does someone save by using charcoal briquettes?
Of course, I think 50%.
50%.
Because a kilo of briquettes goes for 1K.
Okay.
And the other way around, the other normal charcoal is 2K.
2,000.
Yes. Now you are saving 1K.
Wow.
The second thing, these briquettes burn longer time than the other normal charcoal.
Okay.
Yes.
Amazing. So you're saving on the expense,
Yes.
but also you're helping to conserve the environment.
Yes.
Okay. Amazing. So how has this project helped you to transform your lives as the young people in this group, but also help to transform the lives of other youth in this community?
Okay. Initially, when we were starting, it was not income generating.
Well,
Yes, because we had a problem of mindset and people knowing about it. Yes. So, but right now, we managed to break the barriers. Now people know, most of people know about briquettes. Yes, and we've managed to collect customers all over.
okay.
Like schools, poultry farmers, they use briquettes.
Okay.
These local households, they also use briquettes. So now we are getting some good money.
Some good money.
Yes, out of making briquettes.
Other than organic waste, what are other ingredients that you use to make charcoal briquettes?
Other than
the organic waste?
Other than the organic waste,
Yes.
there is chat dust.
Okay.
Yes, most people call it orsenyente, but we don't recommend it so because where it comes from, they cut trees.
They cut trees
Yes.
to make this. Okay.
Yet here we are fighting what? The environment.
Okay.
But though
You're
if-
fighting for the environment.
we are fighting for environment.
Yeah.
So, but when you get it, because it's also waste.
I think, but also it's a way of utilizing. Instead of someone cutting down 50 trees,
Yes.
they can cut down 20,
Yes.
and you utilize the 20 to make the same charcoal, because you're using now the charcoal dust to also make the charcoal
Yes.
briquettes. I think
Yes.
that's also one way of saving.
Yes.
Amazing. Okay. Other than the charcoal dust, what else?
So there's among the raw materials used, we have clay.
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 A boomba.
Yeah.
Wow.
In Uganda it's a boomba, but in English it's clay.
Okay.
If you can't afford the clay, you can use anthill soil. Ettaka ly'ekiswa
Wow.
in Uganda. So the second one is molasses. You need molasses
Okay.
for binding. It's used as a binder.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Okay.
because it has starch. If you can't get molasses, which most people call it sukari gulu, you can use cassava flour. You boil as porridge. Cassava flour.
Okay.
Then you boil as porridge. You can use that too.
Okay.
But we recommend molasses because for it has that starch, a good starch in
Okay.
it. Yes, and it can make the briquette burn.
Ah, it's the starch
Yes.
that helps to burn the briquettes.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
When you light it, it gets ready for just some minute.
For cooking.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go in for the process on how you can be able to make these charcoal briquettes.
Yes.
I believe any person at their home, they can be able to make these charcoal
From
briquettes
home.
and avoid spending on all this.
Yes.
So as a young person, you can also be able to make these charcoal briquettes as a business to be able to earn a living. So let's take in the process as you learn how to make these charcoal briquettes yourself, and we'll be right back.
Viewers of UBC TV, we are going to go through the process how we make briquettes. And now we start by collecting garbage. As we said earlier, it has to be organic waste, that waste from the garden. Then after collecting garbage, you dry. Then after drying, then we go in the process called carbonization. Carbonization is the process where we burn this garbage, not into ashes, but turn them into black. That's called carbonization process, as you'll see. After carbonizing our garbage, we grind them into powder. So after getting that powder, we go and mix. We want clay in a solid state, where you can get clay and put water and make it solid in water. So after getting clay solid in water, you put molasses. Then after putting molasses, you use that clay plus that molasses. You stir. Then after stirring, then you use it for mixing our char. Yes, our powder we got from the cassasil. Then after mixing, you are good to go. You can use hands. If you don't have a machine, you can use hands. You make balls out of the clay. You can also use a machine. Then after you take it for drying. So it can take you like 4 days to dry according to the weather, or 5 or a week. It depends. Then after drying, then you can use it. And you have to use it first before you take it to the market. You have to use it first to see whether it works or what you've mixed is the right mixture, so that you can, before you take it to the market.
Amazing. I think you have been able to learn how to make these charcoal briquettes yourself, but also be able to understand how you can, make them at your own home and avoid spending, but you can also do it as a business. So tell me, when you make these charcoal briquettes, where do you sell them?
Basically, we start with households around.
Okay.
You start with people around you. That's the households.
Yeah.
Then after, we have schools, hotels, and poultry farmers. Yes, they are our main customers.
Yes. Amazing. So these charcoal briquettes are, first of all, affordable. Yes. They save the environment, and people can easily access them, I should say.
Yes.
Why is it that people haven't embraced using these charcoal briquettes and they are still using the normal charcoal?
Of course, we lack publicity, but with the help of these programs like here on UBC, I think people will get to know about briquettes.
Okay.
Yes, but we are lacking sensitization.
Is it just because people don't know about charcoal briquettes, or?
It's two-way. Some of them, they don't know about charcoal briquettes.
Okay.
And others, the accessibility, because we are few who make
these charcoal briquettes.
Yes.
So you think if in every small center there were people selling these charcoal briquettes, people would channel and live using the normal charcoal to these charcoal briquettes?
Definitely.
Wow.
Because a person can make a decision to leave the other charcoal, but how can
they
she
don't
or
have
he
another
get it?
option?
Yes. Yet the option is there, but how can she or he get it? That's what I'm saying, that we are few people making this, and we lack sensitization.
Yes.
For people to know that there is an alternative. If you don't use the other charcoal, there is an alternative.
Yes.
Which is friendly.
Okay.
It's environment friendly. That's briquettes.
Okay.
Yes.
So how has this project helped you to transform the lives of the young people that you're working with, but also the young people around this community where you're living?
Of course, making these briquettes is a process. Like we have young people who collect garbage.
Okay.
To bring it here at the center, they are getting paid.
Wow.
We have those who make, who uses those machines to
make the charcoal.
They are being paid.
Okay.
And of course, with the executive, which run
you also earn from it.
We also earn from this briquette.
Okay.
So it's like an employment opportunity to our fellow youths in the group and even outside the group. Yes, because we have a lot of them who brings here garbage, and they are getting paid.
Okay.
Yes.
So you talked about accessibility, that people may not be accessing these charcoal briquettes easily. Are you empowering other youths in this community to start making these charcoal briquettes to make sure that people can access them easily?
Of course, we call out trainings to some youths, so that they can go and start their own their own businesses. And we've tried that, but they lack that startup capital to get machines, because these machines are expensive. Yes.
Okay.
So they lack that capital, the startup capital. Like they need to buy a machine, so that they can.
So how did you guys get the capital that you used to start up?
We started with molding briquettes with hands. Then we sold those briquettes around. Yes. And we collected some small money. Then we managed to get a machine. Okay. For stick briquettes. They are like stick briquettes. They are like small briquettes. Okay. So then we sold them. then we upgraded to these honeycomb briquettes, as you can see.
Okay.
Yes, because even schools, they use honeycomb, not the other stick.
Oh.
The other sticks briquettes, they are used by
for normal ciggies, the small stoves.
Small stoves, those normal stoves.
Yeah.
They are the one who can use those sticks. But these honeycomb briquettes, as you see, they are for
the big stoves.
For their big stoves.
The schools and
people with the big families, they cook from morning up to what?
To
evening,
the hotels,
like people, hotels, schools, poultry farmers.
Okay.
Yes.
So the same approach that you use to start small,
yes.
Why don't you do the same to empower the other youth groups to start small and empower themselves? Of course,
we always tell them that you start with the people around you. When you make these briquettes, the strategy of marketing is starting with people around you, giving samples. Yeah. You give out samples.
Because when you talk, you said for you access to your machine by selling the charcoal briquettes you made using your hands.
Actually hooked. Do you know hooking?
Wow. So why can't they also use their hands to make the small charcoal briquettes before starting to use the machines?
And that's where the problem is. Maybe they are, you know, these days they are not like aggressive.
Young people don't want to do a lot of hard work.
So, but the way you can get market from for this charcoal, is by starting by people, you know.
Door to door, just saying my neighbor, the immediate next neighbor.
The immediate next neighbor, something like that. And giving out samples for free. You can get your neighbor, you give her samples. You can use this and see if they are better than the other one. When he cooks, she's like, they are better than the other one.
Then she'll start buying.
Yes. That's how you market. Yes.
Okay. Amazing. So you said how many years have you been doing this?
We are approaching 10 years.
10 years.
Yes.
Okay. So you as an individual, how has this project transformed you? What have you been able to achieve out of this?
Of course, I've been able to, my family, I can take care of my family.
Okay.
Yes, from
the business.
From the business. Then another thing, we acquired some space, land. Okay. Because this land is small and it's not ours. We rent. So we acquired some land somewhere. So anytime we are going to relocate, those are the big achievements.
Okay, that's amazing. So talking about the land that you've acquired and the expansion, what are the plans that you have for this project and your youth group? Yes, of course. Right now we are using manual machines. You use energy. Like these boys can't make like a day. They make like 300 briquettes a day. The big ones. The big ones. Yeah. So we can't afford the market. Like you can't satisfy the market. Satisfy the market we have when we are making like 300 briquettes a day. So we are hoping to get automated machines. Okay. For them, a day they can even make like 1,000 briquettes a day, automated. So that's where we're heading. Okay. We are advocating for automated machines. So if anybody out there can maybe so that's where to get the charcoal briquettes. Because the market is there, but satisfying the market is the issue. So we are hoping to get automated machines. Okay. To balance the market. Yes. Yes. So what are the challenges that you have faced in doing this kind of a business? Of course, one, the accessibility, as I told you, and two, publicity. Getting people to know about the charcoal briquettes and stuff. Charcoal. Yes. Yes. Then third, we had the problem of space, but that one we solved. You have solved it. God has been on our side. Yeah. We solved it. Okay. So basically, those are the few challenges that you've had, and more capital. According maybe to like you talked about. Who has been in the business for 10 years. Okay. But that's someone starting. May have the different challenges. Challenges. Okay. Yes. So, but basically, like you said, I think the issue of machinery. If you have good machines, if we have a good machinery, we are good to go. Okay. Because the market is there, but to
satisfy that market.
Okay.
Yes, you need an automated machine. Yes.
Amazing. As you see, all these groups are usually empowered by organizations that come and do training to them, and once in a while they do give them startups to be able to do this kind of transformative activities. We're going to be speaking to one of those trainers from Sawa World to tell us what exactly they are doing to empower these young people. We're going to be talking to the solutions manager at Sawa World to let us know how they're empowering these young people to be able to do all these activities, talk about the trainings, the startups. What exactly are they doing as Sawa World? Janat.
Yes.
Welcome to Youth of Purpose.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
Why don't you want to be in front of the cameras?
I like being in the background, making the big things happen.
Wow, the big people are always behind the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tell us about Sawa World and what you're doing to empower these young people to do these activities that are solutions to conserving the environment, but also empowering them to earn a living.
Okay, thank you so much, Tumukunde. I'm really happy to be here. Sawa World is an international NGO, and our main purpose is to fight poverty.
Okay.
So we do this by working with entrepreneurs who have different expertise in communities.
Wow.
So we work with them, and they train their skills to youth from vulnerable communities. So that's how we're empowering and changing lives of youth in Uganda.
Okay. So what do you consider when you're looking at these groups that you empower to be able to decide that this is the skill we want a certain group to train in?
So the groups that we identify or work with decide and select what they want to learn. So most of them come when they have an idea of what they want to start as a business.
Okay.
So we look through our solution menu and they select the skill that they want to learn.
Okay, that's amazing. So most of the activities, leave out this one of charcoal briquettes. All the other activities that you're doing have something to do with conserving the environment.
Right, right.
What's your intention?
So our intention is, first of all, to empower youth so they're able to sustain their lives. But we also don't want to ignore the aspect of the environment, because we shall be too busy trying to make money while destroying the earth. So we make sure that the skills that we identify and the solution entrepreneurs that we are working with have solutions that are also friendly to the environment.
Okay. So what are the kind of groups that are eligible to attain training from Sawa World?
So as an organization, our target is to reach out to youth. So any group that is interested in learning a skill is welcome. Okay. As long as you feel like you want to learn a particular skill that is hands-on, that is easy to learn, that requires very low capital to start, just reach out to us. There's really no restriction. We also have groups of women that are above the youth bracket, but we still work with them and we train them hands-on skills.
Okay. So after training, what exactly do you do with these groups? Do you train them and let them go and run on their own, or you maintain them and keep mentoring?
So after doing the trainings with the youth that we train, we always do follow-ups. We have a whole M&E department, monitoring and evaluation. We follow up with our youth after 3 months of training to find out how they're doing. So after the 3 months, that's when someone has thought about what they've learned, they've decided to start the business. In case they're having any challenges, we're able to address them. In case they need any recommendations. So the training doesn't stop only on the practical trainings. We also empower them with business and marketing tips so that they're able to sustain their businesses.
Oh, amazing. So if there is a group of young people out there who would want to get a training in certain activities, how can they reach out to you?
Our offices are located in Makere, Chikoni. If you want to reach us online, we have a website. It's www.sawaworld.org. We're on Facebook. We have a YouTube channel.
Okay, what other message do you have for the youth out there?
For the youth, I really encourage them to work really hard, because these days people want to get quick money, which is absolutely impossible. If you see people who have succeeded, they've invested time, they've invested money, also patience. So you don't become successful overnight, you have to work for it. So let's not look for shortcuts. Let's work hard and get dirty. You always reap what you sow.
Amazing. Asanteni sana Janat.
You're welcome.
You don't know Kiswahili?
I'm learning.
Surprisingly, all my guests today on the show didn't know even words in Kiswahili. So ashamed. Thank you so much for watching Youth of Purpose. I do believe you have been transformed by this episode. And as a young person, right now you know what to do if you're to benefit from a project of the kind. You can start as an individual. You can start as a group to be able to make this, sell, make money, but also you'll be saving the environment and making sure that this climate change that is happening and affecting us doesn't happen. I do believe you're transformed by this show. My name is Ivan Tumukunde. Follow me on all my social media platforms. That's on Twitter at I_Tumukunde, I_Tumukunde on Instagram and Tumukunde on Facebook. Asanteni sana kwa kutazama Youth of Purpose na washukuru sana. Jina langu ni Ivan Tumukunde, tuonane muda mwingine. Kwa heri.
Youth of Purpose. This weekend on UBC.
You light my fire, I burn